Let's talk about different ways that you can get some more practice. Now, obviously, we have several videos off the O'Reilly website. Now, a lot of those are project-based series, and it's my opinion that using a project-based approach to learning some of these techniques is going to be the best way that you can learn and apply them to your own projects. Now, we've gone through a lot of different basics here, and obviously, we cover the basics on very basic models. But in order to get a real understanding of how a real part or real project is going to work, you need to have a focus. So, if you don't want to go to a real project based approach where you're designing a specific project or a specific assembly, then come up with one on your own. Now, if you decide that you have a mechanical pencil sitting on your table and you want to take it apart and figure out how to model it, that's perfect. Do your best to get it as accurate as possible. You're not doing yourself any favors by taking shortcuts. So, get calipers out, get measuring, and do your best to reverse engineer that thing because that's the only way that you're going to learn how to make use of the tools that you have. And again, the sort of topics that we went through are basic just to understand the basics of the software and not get too caught up in the modeling. It's very easy to get caught up in all the details of a very complex model and really get hammered into using the same tools over and over and over and over again. But the beauty of this is that you're not limited to one type of model. You're only limited by what you want to try, what you want to expand on. A few years ago, the main things that I was modeling were cars, and I was really using SolidWorks to do car bodies and automotive design for my own personal gain or for my clients and doing custom cars and concepts. So even though SOLIDWORKS isn't designed for that type of modeling, I still made it work. I still used it for that and got very good results out of it. So don't be stuck thinking this is only for designing gears and pulleys or designing linkages and some of the things that we've done. If you want to design something more organic, or if you want to design something that has a very specific purpose that maybe somebody says, oh, you can't do that in SOLIDWORKS or you can't do that in this or that, don't listen to them and at least try it and figure out if you can do it. Now, it's not always possible. You can't always get an exact representation of a real world part, especially when you get into more organic stuff like cloths and fabrics and so on. But don't let that stop you from trying. If you want to draw a boat sitting in water, draw a boat sitting in water. If you want to draw an airplane flying in the clouds, then draw an airplane. You're only limited by your imagination and what you think you can do. And that's really the best thing that you can try once you're done going through some of the basics and you understand the basics. Practice as much as you can, and then that's really what's going to make you a better modeler overall.